suggest is when you go to do that down, regardless of which technique you use, however if you're going to use your foot like this, or if you're going to pull like this, go further in towards her body, where you don't get that pulling out of the sit thing. I kind of already got her over that hump. She was doing it quite a bit, but then by pushing back, she kind of stopped doing that. But it's a good habit to get into because you can really like bang your head against the wall with the dog, where you keep pulling the dog out of the sit because they're like, I don't want her down, and you're like giving leash pressure. They're like, cool, let's dance.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Somebody else want to try?
Let's do it. You're doing really good, and you are somebody who's probably going to be doing more leash and collar stuff. Because you probably won't have as much opportunity for your collar, so I want to make sure you have a handle on this, okay? So, first of all, you got a Jazz dog. She's pretty calm now, but when you move with her, let's just like just be as like calm and like serene as you can be with it. But when you need to be firm, but don't let it change your vibe. Okay. So let's go. Now, let's go. Just smooth.
Okay.
Zen like.
Let's go.
Nice and slow. And always speed up. Speed's easy.
So for there, because I wanted to turn, should I have, like, she wasn't really turning with me?
Yeah, she's not that skilled with it yet.
Okay.
So we're not going to hold her to this high standard of like perfect motion with us. She'll get there. The other thing that I would say is that if you are going to move with her, here's another really important thing for you. If you see that how I have the leash short, there's not a lot of room for when she moves, then I can just correct her and bring her back to where I need her to be. If I start lengthening this, we start getting into a spot where she can do a lot of shimmying. Now, a lot of folks in the dog training world have a big issue with like the leash should always fucking be loose. It's like, dear God. If you want, I mean, I just mean in general, if you want to walk with like this giant 6-foot loose J, that's great. It makes you feel great, fantastic. In the practical world, it's way fucking safer for the handler not to have the dog.
That is actually typically the bar shows how I
Good.
doing it.
But even if you're starting to maneuver a dog around, it's easier initially to have the leash shorter. A lot of people feel like it's cheap.
Yeah.
There's this whole kind of component of like, oh, that's not really like good dog training. It's like,
But if it's still in the dog, like,
shorten up the leash, make it easy. You can always go looser and longer when things get more advanced.
Okay.
So, back to you, short leash,